again, my friends. Here we are in December, almost the end of the year, and the world's still crazy. Are you sick of it yet? I know I am. You want to know how to fix it? Well, I'm going to show you. Now, they don't teach you this in school. They should, but there's a reason they don't teach you this in school, because it's a secret. It's called the law of attraction. And the powers that be right now, they all know the law of attraction, and they're using it. They're using it for their benefit. They're using our energy for their benefit. And it's time to take back our energy and use it for ourselves. But first, you have to know how and why and how it works. So, law of attraction is like attracts like. Now, as humans, we are creators. Our Creator created us in His likeness, right? He's a creator, so are we. We were born with the ability to create and manifest, but we've never been told that. It's been suppressed from us since day one. So I'm going to show you how to create, manifest. So the thoughts that we hold in our mind when we go throughout our day, we've been taught to react. We shouldn't. We should be proactive. But we've been taught to react. We react to what's on the TV. We react to what our neighbor did. We react to what our friend said. We react to everything. And that ends up determining our frequency. We emit a frequency at all times. You can't turn it off. But that frequency changes. Just like the radio station. When you dial into 101 point whatever, you're going to listen to what's on that channel. You can't hear what's on 95.5 if your radio station is dialed to 101.5. It doesn't happen. It's impossible. And we're the same way. What is our dial? Our thoughts. Our thoughts are what determine where we are on that scale. It triggers our emotions. And emotions are energy in motion. That's the power. That's the energy. And it's always in motion. And it's always changing with our thoughts. When we think great things, our emotions are high. When we are thinking depressive things, our emotions are low. High, you ever notice when you're in a good mood and you're thinking awesome things, you got all this energy, you could go for days without sleeping because you're all excited and da-da-da. High vibes, charge our batteries. But when we're thinking low thoughts and depressive thoughts and fear and so on, we got no energy left. Our batteries are drained. We're sleeping all the time, whatever, because our batteries are drained. We're low. So anyway, there is, if you want to look on the internet, search emotional frequency scales, and you'll find it. But basically, for the purpose of this video, I'm just going to quickly do it. We've got at the top of the scale, it goes higher, but we'll say 500 hertz. Yes, it actually is measured in hertz, the same as any frequency on the radio or it's wireless, right? The radio is not connected. That goes through the brain. Well, we emit a frequency. So we'll just say, okay, 500 hertz. I don't even know how to say it. Love, gratitude, appreciation, okay, there's more, passion, they're all up there. For the sake of this, here we are. Okay, in the middle, pretty much kind of a not really up or down, we're just floating along. So, neutrality, Boredom, it's a good one to explain it. That's about 250 hertz. Okay, and then down at the bottom, you have fear, depression, shame, guilt. Okay, we'll just say around 20. I mean, each one of these have a different one, but it's around the 20 mark. Okay, this is basically your scale lined out quickly. So we are kept in fear and depression and shame and guilt. Mainstream media has a big part of that. They're always pumping out, the numbers of what's going on right now. We know what that is. Can't say it. Fear porn. That's what I like to call it. They're always filling us full of it. They're always telling us what to think, which determines where we are on this scale. Okay? Now, we're all aware of the triangle, the all-seeing eye at the top, you know what triangle I'm talking about? The elites, government, corporations, and then we, the people. Okay? This is the way they like to keep it, because they're on top. We are under them. They keep us under control. Do you understand what I'm saying? Okay? So, now how do we change this? You're thinking, Norma, there's millions of people, these guys are in control. How am I going to change all this just from my house? Well, I cannot make you feel love and gratitude and appreciation. You have to reach for that thought yourself. But most of us don't realize that purposely reaching for these higher thoughts even makes a difference. But it does. Okay? When we, the people, decide to turn off their programming, they're forcing us to think this and think that and be afraid and take drugs because you're depressed and keep us divided and shaming and guilt, like the jab and the unjab division. Okay, like the jab are shaming and guilting the unjabbed, saying it's all our fault that this is going on, and the unjabbed are shaming and guilting the jab, saying, why don't you wake up and see what's going on? I mean, it's all planned. They want us fighting with each other, because fighting and anger and all those feelings that come from that are low vibe. And as long as we're low vibe, then we are under their control. It's not the way it's supposed to be. It's not the way it's supposed to be. As individuals, we have to learn how to take control of our emotions, because our emotions is the power in this frequency scale. Okay? Our emotions is what they are harnessing. They are farming us like animals. Monsters, Inc. Prime example. Have you ever watched that kids movie, Monsters, Inc., where they scare the shit out of the kids and then harvest their energy that they're emitting? Well, they're putting it right out there. They're explaining this to you in that movie. There's hundreds of movies out there that explain it all, but that's a quick one that you can relate to. Monsters, Inc. They scare the shit out of the kids and then harvest their energy for their own purposes. Well, it's time to take control of that energy. It's time to choose your own thoughts. It's time to choose these thoughts. these thoughts right here, there's many others, but those thoughts will raise we the people vibe, and we take control. And that flips this triangle to the way it's supposed to be. With the government and the corporations and we the people. See, that's the way it's supposed to be. We the people are supposed to be running the corporations, and we tell the government what we want. Not the elites and the government and the corporations telling we the people what they want. Right now, the whole world is vibrating and functioning within this frequency realm on a regular basis, which is what has got us where we are now. And the only way this is going to flip, the only way it can flip, is if we the people, individually, you and I and everybody else, we learn how to control and choose our emotions and raise our vibe up here, and then that will naturally flip. Because when they are no longer in control of our vibe, they are not in control of us. As long as we listen to the fear porn and get all depressed and shame each other and guilt each other and oh woe's me victim mentality, then we will always be under their control. I think it's time that we learn our power. We can make a difference, one at a time. I can't do it for you. You have to learn how to do it yourself, but I can show you how. So, we know what we have to do, okay? We have to raise our vibe. Each and every one of us have to do it on our own, but there is ways to learn, and I can teach you. So, for the sake of, I just want to leave that up there. So, in the comments below, I'm going to make videos all of December because people need to know this. Normally, if you go, people charge you for this information. Well, we can't do that. We need to pay attention. Pay attention, okay? That's what they want. They want us. Attention is the currency. It's not this fiat dollar and all this market crash stuff. That's irrelevant. That's all caused from this. Because they know the true currency is our attention. That's why they have our attention on fear and depression and shame and guilt and everything. They are making us pay attention to that. Well, attention is our currency, and it's the most powerful currency. So we need to pay attention to this. Love and gratitude and appreciation. That's where we need to pay attention. So for December, I'm going to be making videos on how to do this. Workshops that'll be available to whoever wants to get involved, stuff like that. And it's all going to be free. I don't want you to pay me. I want you to pay attention, because that's how we're going to fix this. So in the comments below, if you're watching on YouTube, comment a questions, whatever. I'm going to my next video. Hopefully I'll answer questions, and I don't know where everybody sits. I need to feel it out and find out from people watching where you sit on this and what you need to know. I don't want to go through a whole bunch of videos just to find out that you already knew that stuff. I want you to ask questions in the comments below. If you're on Facebook, comment and go to my YouTube channel and like and subscribe so I can get the numbers up there. because the sooner I get the numbers up there, I can go live. And when I go live, I can interact with you directly and answer your questions right away. But until then, I just have to guess what you're asking. So comment below, please. Email me. Hang on. Body dot armor at hotmail.com. Okay? Email me with questions, and I'll try and cover the questions as much as I can on the next video. But all of December, I'm going to make a bunch of videos. I'm going to teach you guys how to do this. I am certified law of attraction practitioner. I got certified in November of 2011. So I've been certified for 10 years now. I've put it to the test myself. I've manifested everything I want and still doing it. And if you're my friend and know me personally, you know that I have. Everything's always working out for me. And it's because I learned this. And I'm going to teach you too. So hang in there. We can do this. December is going to be a great manifesting month for all of us. And we're going to manifest this. Okay? Come January, we're going to know how to flip this, and we're going to do it. And we are going to save our world, because we need to do this now. We need to learn